let's do a plan the week with me. I just got back from vacation, so lots to do, lots to catch up on. I'm going to try to do this as quickly and as simple as possible and kind of give you a very brief overview of how I usually plan my week. Ignore the nails, as one of the tasks that I'm doing this week is to do my own nails. I'm just doing plain gel color. Usually in between sets, I just do something really simple just to get me through the weeks until I do something else. So, per last video, this is my usual setup. Here's my planner. As I described, it's an A5 planner. Here are the pens I'm using. Here's little Jesus, because you got to plan with the Lord. And my planning system is a 3-part system where I incorporate handheld, because I do both digital. It's a combination of both digital and paper planning. I like digital because it helps me with real-time planning, last minute things, and also just keeping track of my schedules and appointments and stuff like that. But I also really like paper planning because I'm a very much write it down. And I know I also can write it down in my iPad, but I just can't get away from that feeling of pen to paper that I just love so much, my original heart. So I found a way to incorporate both styles, and so far it's working. As with every planning system, as you know, there is constant tweaking, constant improving and developing. So this is just a system that's working for me. So very brief overview. So what I do is every week, right? Usually on a Sunday, well, never on a Sunday, if I'm going to be very honest, because my Sundays are super busy with church. Usually Monday morning before work, I sit down and I jot down everything that I need to do before my week. So I'm actually going to change this to have a Monday start. But what I'm going to do though is I'm going to, for those who want a Sunday start or are interested in any of these inserts, like I said before, I do make these inserts myself as well as the dividers. But for those who want a Monday start, I'm going to do that. But I think for the month of going forward, I'm just going to do a Monday start, since I never actually plan or start my week on Sundays. So what I was saying was, so I do the paper planning where I jot down everything that I need to do this week. Once I jot down everything that I do, I use this app called Structured, and this is totally not sponsored, but this app allows me to sync all of my calendars, both my actual job calendar and my personal calendar, so that I can see, so that all these things on my list, I can see how I can fit them into my day-to-day, because I'm very much calendar blocking. Well, I used to be more of a calendar blocker type girly until I had kids. As we know, every hour is unpredictable. So I still go by somewhat calendar blocking. Structured app allows me to be able to see how I can navigate, and I'm going to insert the clip of basically how I use it. But it allows me to be able to put in the tasks that I need to do in between other tasks that I have going on between work and personal use throughout the week. And third part of my planning system is I use the Notion app, also not sponsored, which houses the bigger picture and project tracking. So this week, right, which is the first week of June. So happy June, everyone. We're in the week of the 1st. One of the things that I switched up. So as you can see, previous week, I am still keeping this 2-column system that I revamped for the month of May, which I really enjoyed. However, I switched the back up. So I was like, I wanted to test out a different layout for the bag. So what I have is I still have my meal plan, but I realized I didn't really need the ingredient list or anything like that. I just need to jot down what day it is and what I plan on cooking. And so I figured this would just be a simple layout, and I needed more space for that so that I could fully write out what I'm cooking, which when it was on the side and had the little boxes in the room for the ingredients, I wasn't able to do that. So I'm testing this out. And then I also want to put down content planning, basically what I want to record. So just like a higher level view. And then I still kept the exercise plan. So like I said, I'm in the book of Samuel, 1 Samuel, just finished reading Hannah's prayer. And so for this week, we're going to do 1 Samuel 2, verse, where was it? 9. And this is I'm just going to do it in the version that I'm reading it. I'm going to put it like a summarization. So I'm going to put, be guided by the Lord and do not rely on your own strength. See, I'm looking back to next week. Okay, I need to clean the gray chair. Okay, clean the gray the chair. Make sure there's nothing else, because the reason why I'm going back here is because okay, I need to, because I didn't print out the inserts yet before, and I needed to jot some things down to put on for this week. Some things that you won't see here are like my cleaning schedule, because that I have committed to memory, and so I don't jot it down, because I just know essentially what I'm doing on a daily and weekly basis. As the week goes by, I will probably jot down more things, but what I do is so that I can differentiate between like what I wrote down and what I added in, is like I will, like this, right? What I would do is I would put in car seat replacement. I would put that. So like today, like it was on my list to do, like it was on my mind to do this week. And like before I did all of this, I was on the phone with Greco trying to get our son's car seat replaced. And so I already did that. So I would write it down as opposed to just putting it up here and then scratching it. pretty sure once I done closed the whole book up, walked away, this, that, and third, it will come back to me. Oh, boom. Look at God. I just remembered. So I need to set up shop for OCD and paper on Etsy. Okay, so like I said, I make everything from scratch, from down to these dividers. And in case if there is anyone who is interested in purchasing the inserts or the dividers, you can find them on my Etsy shop once I get that back up. My plan with me. Thank you for watching, and yeah, let me know what else you guys want to see.